Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks. And this is the Tech Travel Geeks unboxing of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G. This is the beginning of a series of videos we'll be doing on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G, including its setup and a few how-to videos. But there will also be comparisons with the Redmi Note 10 that we unboxed and did some first impressions of last month. We will then also be comparing it to other devices from Poco that we have dealt with, including the upcoming Poco M3 Pro 5G. But for now, let's focus on the Redmi Note 10 5G, which goes on sale in the UK tomorrow, which is the 27th of May 2021. And we'll have these videos up by launch. We have to thank Xiaomi for sending us this review device early to have a quick first impressions before it goes on sale. We will be working on a long-term review in the coming weeks. So let's take the nice paper off the front of the device and have a quick look at the packaging. So we have the device and what it looks like. I'm not sure what color this is. Apparently this is grey. There is the Redmi Note 10 5G branding on the side, including with easy access to the Google apps you use the most. This is a clear differentiator from, sadly, Honor and Huawei at the moment, who don't have that as an option. And let's see what's in. I'm going to use my jerry-rig everything knife to open up the packaging and slide the lid of the box off. So I'll put the box to the side, and very nice, here there's a little embossed text on the lid of the box on the inside that says designed by Redmi. So that's a bit of Redmi branding there for you. And inside the box we have the phone itself. This is obviously a nice bit of packaging, similar to other Xiaomi packaging we've seen in the past few years, with some clear shouting out about some key features of the device. But we'll look at that in a moment. Inside the box we have a charger, and this has some light plastic around it. So this is a Xiaomi charger. In this case, it's a European charger, but if you purchase it in the UK, you'll get a UK charger. And if we check the details of this, this has an output of 5 volt at 3 amp, that's 15 watts, or 9 volts at 2.23 amp, and that's 20 watts, and 12 volt at 1.67 amp. So it's a 20 watt charger in the box, which is relatively fast charging and definitely faster than the 15 or 18 watt charging we've seen on other devices in this price category. Now, the USB cable in this case is USB Type A to USB Type C, as you'd expect of any modern smartphone. In this case, the charger is USB Type A, so that's all good. And let's see what else is in the box that was above the phone, because it feels hefty. It feels as if it's got a bit of weight to it. So, handy SIM ejector tool. Good to see those still being shipped. Ooh, and look, there's a case for the device as well. So, bit of literature, quick start guide, safety information and warranty card, and a TPU case, which our friend Chris over at TechSpert would refer to as a condom case. And it has all the cutouts optimized for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G. Let's have a look at the Redmi Note 10 5G. As I said, there's packaging that clearly calls out the key features of this device. And one of them is the MediaTek Dimensity 700 chipset. So this is a brand new chipset, or relatively new chipset from MediaTek. It is using a 7 nanometer process. That means that they've managed to shrink down the transistors in the chipset to 7 nanometers. The inherent advantage of lower sized transistor is that you get better power efficiency. You can get more computing power for less energy, which means that your battery will last longer. It's more efficient. It also has a 90 Hz refresh display with a 360-degree ambient light sensor, a 48 megapixel triple camera on the back, and a 5000 milliamp hour battery. Now I'm going to take this off, and the related sticker on it. Takes a few tries, and it is very, very pretty. So this is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G, and the cool thing about this is that it's like a soft matte, it's a pearlescent soft matte plastic back, and that's not a bad thing. It makes the device lighter and more durable. You're less likely to smash a plastic back. In a way, it reminds me of the back of the Vivo Y70 we unboxed and reviewed previously. It's a very nice feel in terms of the hardware, and it's slightly curved to the edges, so it has a very refined look to it in its pearlescence. Obviously you have the Redmi brand here, and 5G is called out on the back of the device. It's a horizontal brand, which means that you're likely to see this device used in landscape mode to be taking pictures. The cameras on the back, you'll see there's 3 cameras, 3 sensors, 3 lenses. There's a main lens, which is a 48 megapixel one. There's also a 2 megapixel macro sensor and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, so those extra 2 are there, but the main one is a 48 megapixel camera. In this case, it has phase detection, autofocus, and a dual LED flash. Now I like the little detailing on this. It has AI vision written there, obviously leveraging Xiaomi's AI for the camera, and a little red dot for 48 megapixels. So it's a bit of a callback to little red dot you see on some more full-bodied cameras such as my Panasonic. So at the top you can see we have a 3.5mm audio jack. There is also, in this case, it's an infrared blaster as well as a microphone hole. And on the side we have the fingerprint sensor, which is also a power button, the volume button. And on the bottom side we have the USB Type-C port for charging and for data and accessories, and a speaker and a microphone hole. And on the left hand side, we'll just have a quick peek at what this one looks like. There's a SIM tray. Now let's see what this SIM tray looks like. So this SIM tray takes 1 nano SIM and a micro SD card, or 2 nano SIMs. And we'll be putting that through its paces in the full review. We'll also be setting this device up in a following video, which we'll be publishing tomorrow morning. And let's just have a very quick look. By switching it on, let's have a very quick look at that LCD display at the front. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a 90 Hz high refresh rate screen. It is an LCD screen, it's not AMOLED, but just looking at the screen now, there's very, very dark black, so it's a decent contrast ratio on this screen. And in this case, it's a 6.5 inch display. So slightly smaller than the Redmi Note 10, but it's 6.5 inch and it's 1080 by 2400 pixels. So it's a full high definition plus display. So if you're doing something like streaming Netflix or streaming Amazon Prime or Disney Plus, you'll be able to get some really good picture on this screen because it's capable of doing that. And as you can see at the top there, we have a little selfie camera. That is an 8 megapixel selfie camera, which is in a dotch or a cutout in the screen. So it's just hovering there, taking up little or no space. So what I'm going to do is wrap up this video. We'll put a link in the description to where you can find more about the Redmi Note 10 5G in the description. So we'll link to Xiaomi's website as well as where you can purchase this in the UK. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And do keep an eye out on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. If you don't already, please do subscribe to us, because tomorrow morning, pretty much first thing, we will be releasing our setup video where we walk you through the setup of the Redmi Note 10 5G.